To this date, the best noodle soup I've ever had, 100%. It's a rainy day here in Bangkok. I am walking my way to a museum right now. It's called the Death Museum. It sounds pretty grim, but it's like very like medical focused. Like I was reading reviews and people were like, oh, this is a place that like medical students could go. Apparently it seems pretty big. Apparently it's like 5 buildings. I think it gets pretty gruesome. Not gruesome, but like kind of gory. Nah, gory is not really the word, but just like, I think they show things very bluntly about death and life. So it might be a little introspective. It's raining today, so there's no sun, which is really nice. So I don't have to worry about getting sunburns or just the heat just exhausts me and stuff like that as well. I'm finding a lot of times too that when sleeping in the hostels, the AC really makes you like stuffed up and kind of like mucusy, which sucks. So every single morning you wake up all, but it gets so hot if you don't have it that like it's worth it every morning, to be honest. I'm actually walking through the university right now. Quiet, very quiet. But it kind of makes me feel a little bit like at home. Feels like I'm walking through Ottawa a bit, which is kind of nice. I'm really just cutting through. So haven't seen the engineering department yet though, which is kind of surprising. Like right here is the faculty of the liberal arts. Walked past the faculty of economics earlier. The only problem too is the museums. I don't think I'm allowed to film in. Pretty sure it said that on, I read it somewhere. Currently I'm trying to get to the Death Museum, but I need to actually cross via boat. It was a 40-minute walk to go all the way around because there's like one main bridge. But I think you can take a boat across the river. So I'm walking to the port and I'm gonna try and figure it out. I also haven't eaten breakfast yet, and it's like 11:30 almost. So thankfully there's always tons of options for food around. So if I see anything good, I'll just snag it. The thing is too, is I'm not much of a fan of food just being sitting out there. Like if it's just sitting there, I don't usually want it. I want to see it being cooked in front of me or somehow being kept warm of some sort. Because food that just left out can be pretty dangerous. Plus when it's 11:30 in the morning, I'm not always convinced that they were frying stuff this morning. I'm usually pretty confident it's just the leftovers from yesterday, which is the stuff that I want to try and avoid the most. Ferry crossing service, perfect. Man, I'm sweating, oh my gosh. The one nice thing too about museums is that they're inside and they're AC'd, so if I spend 5 hours in a museum, it's 5 hours in the AC inside, which is perfect. And now I need to figure out the ferry here. All right, so I'm waiting at the ferry now. I just bought the ticket. It's kind of cool in Bangkok. You see monks everywhere, obviously in the bright orange stuff. Might be a little tough to see on camera, but there's some of them sitting in the cafe over there. Kind of dope. I'm pretty sure too, as I go more north, you can run into more monks around like Chiang Mai and Pai, where actually I think I'm going to end up. I kind of want to find one just to kind of just sit down and talk with for a bit, to be honest. I think that'd be an incredible experience because I really don't really understand how it works, why they do what they do. I know they're Buddhist. I learned about it in school, but I can't say I remember too much. And I'm pretty sure I'm just waiting for the boat now. I really have no idea. The ticket lady said to come down the steps and then walk. She might have said wait. I'm hoping she said wait, but it sounded like walk because I don't really know where we're supposed to walk. It's water, whatever. But other people are showing up. It sounds like everyone's just sitting down and waiting. So I think I'm just waiting for the boat. I hope. Ferry's here. Cool. Carrying around a camera with you whenever you're traveling. The first one is you can talk at any time and no one thinks you're crazy for just talking to yourself or talking out loud because talking to a camera, so they're like, oh, okay, it makes sense. What was number 2? Hey, it's Cam. I'm on a ferry boat in Bangkok and I think you should like this video. I think you should subscribe and then comment if you think it was cool. Comment if you think this was stupid. I don't care. Just let me know in the comments and let's start a conversation. There's a boat coming up that's just absolutely dope. Kind of looks like a battleship, but I mean, I don't think it is. Pretty cool. I don't really have much of a time timeline anymore, so I'm kind of tempted just to sit on the ferry for a bit. I don't really know where it goes. I do really want to check out this museum. Maybe I'll do it after. I honestly might just get off here actually. Yeah, there's a bunch of shops and stuff here. The other pier looks like it's a little more empty, and either way, like, the museum I'm going to is right next to two piers, so I could take either one. Waves as we're walking off the dock. I love it. Getting a screen protector for my phone. The big thing I've noticed about here is a lot of like sand and stuff can really scratch your lenses. Even my GoPro that I'm holding here has like cracks and breaks in it already. And just stuff that like you can't really replace very easily when you're out here, and the last thing you want to do is break it, because yeah, I'd be gone forever, or drop it or something like that. I've seen guys with like their iPhones in their pocket driving scooters, and it, like literally while I was sitting on the back, their phone goes out of their pocket and falls down the road, scrapes down it, and then thankfully they had a screen protector on, so it scratched it up, but their phone was fine. So I'm starting to realize that I don't really have too much protection for a lot of the tech equipment I have out here, so I wanted to make sure that it's covered. Plus, it's literally only 100 baht. In Canada, it used to be $60, $80 sometimes maybe. I don't actually really know. I've been in Canada for a while and haven't bought one, but they were a lot more expensive than they are here, which is 100 baht. I'm like, yes, please. Amazing. I'm so happy I didn't do that myself. Holy cow. Saudi Cup. Holy cow. I noticed too that Bangkok's a city that a lot of people kind of just run through. It's a big kind of like, I guess we call it a transit city. Because a lot of people get here to go places. They take flights, people arrive in Bangkok and they fly out of Bangkok and they travel if they come to Thailand. I, on the other hand, obviously am coming here to actually visit it a bit, and it's one of those cities where you need to spend a little bit more time in it for it to reveal itself to you, I've noticed. Yeah, sure, there's some tourist places you can go, but like, I just took a ferry, now I found this cool street market that it doesn't come up on Google Maps, you kind of just run across it. Definitely looking to get food here though, for sure. Oh, the second thing that's good with the camera is that I'm speaking English all the time. So like, sure, a lot of people in Thailand speak good English, especially like in touristy areas and like downtowns. But for the most part, a lot of times when I'm speaking, people don't understand a lot of it. Plus, I'm also speaking pretty quick, I'm pretty sure, right? Like if someone was speaking to a camera in Canada in Thai, I would have no idea what they're saying. So sometimes it's like when it's just me and the camera, it really is, because people around you don't actually understand what you're saying. Looks pretty good. Huh. Looks pretty good. Busy though. I don't know if I want hot food is the problem. Like I want something kind of cooler, I think. A lot of like soups and like noodle bowls and stuff like that, but hot broth is a little much for me in midday, even though it's not even sunny today. Thank God it's not sunny today. Oh my gosh. This place is awesome. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to traveling. It's like I literally got off the wrong pier and now I'm literally walking the wrong direction to the museum. Like these things just kind of happen. The funny thing is too, is I was supposed to meet someone at the museum to go check it out with, and they canceled on me. So I'm like, okay, I can go wherever I want. Like it just, things kind of just happen when you're traveling, and it's nuts. Who knows what I might run into today. The thing is, you gotta explore. You just gotta kind of walk around, just run into stuff. In some areas, it's a lot easier to do that. Problem is too is I can never read any of the menus. Glory. Yeah, I want that. Sawadee-ka. Can I get one of those? Just one of that. Yeah.
Spicy? No spicy?
A little. Yeah? Dope. Alright, I guess I'm getting soup. Didn't really expect that. Can I sit here? Yeah? Alright, well I guess I'm getting soup now, which I didn't really plan to do, but I'm hungry, walk by, it looks good, whatever. Yeah, the funny thing is I just pointed at the bowl, I'm like, yeah, let's give me that, whatever that is. Oh, I already ordered. I already got food. Yeah. Head of the game out here. I think that I got that I ordered. I've been asked twice since, so. Who knows? If I sit here for 40 minutes without food, so be it. Yeah, I must have ordered. He asked me if I wanted spicy or not. I said a little bit, so I think they're just busy. Oh, nice. Wood chopsticks too, or chopsticks? Chopsticks. Alright, no idea what I got, but looks pretty freaking fire. We need to take a photo for sure. Yum. Homemade Tostitos. Oh yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Obviously like a broth noodle soup. With what I think is pork. Tough to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's pork. Also looks like there's chicken in here too. Cilantro. Morning Glory. Fried tofu. Fried tofu. Noodles. And then there's this pink sauce on top. There's peanuts in here too, but I have no idea what that sauce is. Nice thing too about YouTube videos is sometimes you post stuff and people let you know in the comments like, oh, you ate this. It's like, oh, that's really good to know. It's funny when I'm back home, whenever I eat like soup or like make tomato soup or like tomato soup or something like that, I always get crackers and break them up and put them in, and I like that it's kind of the same thing here. Which I think should be a regular for soup anywhere. I want to open a restaurant one day, and if I do that, there's going to be soup on the menu, and it's going to come with crackers on the side, 100%. Like, plus, if you order food, and then if you record the food that you buy, you can go back after and like Google online what you ate. A lot of times it's kind of tough to ask, and even if you do ask, it's like actually understanding what they said and remembering it, and then knowing how to spell it is almost impossible, I find. Like, I don't know how other people do it, and even if people do it, I kind of like, how? I don't know. Why don't you write it down there on the spot? Like, that's a pain in the butt to do. This broth is delicious. It's actually kind of sweet. I have no idea what's it's in it then. Absolutely no idea. It's like, it's definitely not just like a chicken or like a beef broth. Like, there's no way. I wonder. Talk about a fucking good healthy breakfast too. Like, it's just good for you, man. Oh, yum. What I've been working on recently for myself is learning to let go of things. I've always been such a worrier about stuff in the future, and then I always get stuff that's caught up in stuff in the past. I'm a problem solver just by nature. One of the big reasons why I went into engineering. But whenever there's a problem in my life, I want to solve it right away. It stresses me out. I hate having problems. I find this stuff just a pain in the butt, waste of time, and I do everything in my life, whatever I can, to mitigate both risk and also just running into issues, right? When I've been traveling, like I'm the guy who'll show up in the train station an hour early. Could I rather just sit there and wait for the train than be, oh, excuse me, rushing over last minute to catch it? Like, no thank you, no, never, no way. The problem is sometimes things come up to you in life that you just haven't really figured out yet. And it takes some time to figure it out too. And when I mean time, I mean years sometimes, right? And sometimes you can't figure stuff out unless you're around the right people, around the right environments, in the right location, right? So when sometimes instances like that come up with you, like there's stuff back home that I want to figure out, there's stuff in the future that I need to figure out. Like, for example, like I don't even know where I'm going to live yet after I travel. I'm just going to fly to Europe and stay there, but it's like I haven't bought a ticket yet. I have a place to stay, thankfully I have a friend I have a location to go, which is huge. But at the same time too, it's like, I haven't figured any of this stuff out yet. And I will have to sit down and start working on it soon. So that's a problem, and it's something I want to figure out. But at the same time too, I'm out here traveling. I should be relaxing. I should be enjoying the moment. I'm sitting in this random Thai restaurant eating soup that I don't even know what's called. Screw it. Like, I'm here right now, and that's what matters. So I'm learning to let go of these problems. Because my brain just gets caught up on things and it wants to figure it out. Instead of trying to figure it out and learn to let go and sometimes just figure it out later, or maybe just not figure it out at all. I've learned while traveling too that a lot of times some problems just solve themselves. Like, it's stupid. Sometimes, like, I'll have issues with like my data on my phone or something. I can sit there and try and figure it out for hours, or I can just not do anything about it, and then like the next day it'll just be fixed. And you're like, oh, all right, sick, right? I've also learned to not worry about stuff that you can't do anything about. Sure, I can worry about like other people, like, oh, people want to kind of hang out with me. Do I want to go do this? Do like whatever, this and that? It's like, come with 100 examples. The thing is, it's like, if you can't control it, there's no point worrying about it. Do whatever you can to fix the problem, but once it's out of your hands, you gotta just let it happen. Man, this is so good. This is so good. This is without a doubt, to this date, the best noodle soup I've ever had. 100%. Beats anything in Canada by light years. But even here, like, I've had quite a few noodle soups and stuff like that. It's just insane. Crazy part too is, I'm telling you, it's probably not more than 100 baht. I feel like it might be 50 or 60. I'm also literally the only white guy here, which is just the best part too. So good. Oh my god. Whew. Wow. Happy Cameron. Holy cow. Nothing good, healthy, delicious, and probably, I hope, cheap food. It's a way to make me happy, man. Oh my god, fuck. I love it too. Again, I just stumbled across this place. Like, I was literally just walking down the road. I could just turn right, left at any time. What I love about traveling, I was supposed to meet someone at a museum. They canceled, so I said screw it and got off at a different pier because I was like, I'll take a longer walk and explore a little bit. And then I walked down the complete wrong direction for the museum because I saw some cool lane. Bumbled along, so much cool stuff. I'm gonna walk back that way too, and maybe I might buy a snack or dessert or something like that. And I just stumbled across an amazing place like this where I just had the best noodle bowl I've ever had in my life. And I have absolutely no idea where I am. I'm never gonna find this place again, I bet. But that's also why I record it. Because this is a moment that I want to remember. The best noodle bowl Cameron ever had. Oh, the sun's coming out. At least with the sun coming out now, I can go to the museum and stay inside for a bit. The heat here is different. It hits different. You don't get used to it. You don't get used to the heat. You get used to the sweat, for sure. Like, I'm just always sweaty. It sounds pretty disgusting, but like, that's pretty much the truth. Unless you're used to this climate, like, there's nothing you can do about it. It sucks though. It really sucks. Just as like Canadian, like, it's one thing if you're like born from like Florida or something. We're used to warm, like, it gets hot in Canada, but it evens out with the cold. That's the one thing too out here, that the 7-Elevens are so attractive because they're so cold on the inside. I swear though, traveling around Southeast Asia is literally just hopping from one 7-Eleven to the next. Like, that's literally all it is. 7-Eleven this place, 7-Eleven that place. Like, they're everywhere and you go to them all the time. You can literally live off them. You can buy food, drink, you get a SIM card there. Like, everything. 7-Eleven's got it, which is the whole point of the business, and they've done a great job. And yeah, they're sick. They're also really like just a safe place to go to. You can just trust it. I got this whole part of the building of the brand too. All right, I'm gonna chill out for a bit, pay, and then I think start walking towards this museum. Okay, now I just ordered a drink too. All these people, they have drinks which, like, they're filled with ice, like all ice, and then they have some to drink in it. I saw a girl, this lady today drinking one out of like a bag. And now other people around me have ordered them, and they look really, really good. So again, no idea what it is. I asked the lady this morning what she is, and she just said cocoa. So I'm assuming it's like chocolate drink. It might be a Milo. I've had those in Malaysia, but I don't know. Milo's like Nesquik. But it doesn't really look like the same color. Anyways, again, waved down the waiter, hey, I want one of those. I just pointed, and he's like, okay, so she'll come back with it. Ooh. I think I can see him making it now. Having myself a good little day so far. It's only 12:30. Oh yeah, here he goes. Man, that's so good. It's like a chocolate iced coffee. Oh my god, it's... Oh my god, that's so good. Photo. Like, it's perfect. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a rich chocolate too, like kind of feel it on the roof of your mouth. And it's not just some, it probably is a powder, but like it's not like just some cheap random powder crap, fake chocolate. Well, maybe it is. There's like a strong coffee taste too. It's perfect. It just looks good, looks refreshing too. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this and walk around for sure. Just gotta pay. Sir, can I pay? Yeah. 70?
Yes, 50 and 20.
Okay, 50 and 20, sweet. What is this?
Iced coffee.
Just iced coffee. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Cappuccino. All right, guess that's all it is. Tastes like a little bit more than iced coffee, though. I think that might be like the English translation, but whatever. 70 baht for the best noodle soup I had and the best iced coffee I've ever had. The funny thing is too is I got an iced coffee this morning and it sucked, so I'm happy to have this. Okay, maybe I'm romanticizing this iced coffee a little bit, but it's absolutely delicious, so. Cap kun cap. What a day. Amazing. I just realized too, I paid 70 baht for probably one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. Ooh, man, I'm in love with this food. I can't stop thinking or talking about it. I'm also like enjoying my shake here as I walk. It's perfect. Oh my god. The people going through here on bikes are crazy. I could never. Also, just like, why? And also, too, I'm realizing now, the street I was on before was like the smaller part of the market. This street is way longer. It has literally everything. Literally everything from juicers and back scratchers to socks, underwear, and makeup. And food. Like, everything. It's like pretty much just like a mall. Holy crap. Like, what is this place? Crazy. I literally bought a shirt yesterday, so I don't think I'm buying too much clothing. I could go for buying some new underwear, but we'll see. You gotta find, that's more of a, you gotta find the right place for that. You wanna buy something that's good. They have a lightning McQueen one. Pretty dope. If they had a Lightning McQueen one, I would have bought 100%. They only had the green guy, Gus, I think his name is from Cars. Gus? What's really nice about solo traveling too is that you can always do whatever you want, whenever you want. Like, you walk down the street, turn left here, turn right there. Like, so whatever kind of pulls you in. When you're with a group of people, or even just one other person, like, you kind of need to make decisions as a group, which can be tough to do sometimes. You have like 6 people trying to figure out a place to eat, like that's impossible. One person, that looks good, I'm getting that. You know what I mean? Like, that's really all it takes. Holy cow, man, Bangkok's a bustling city. I have no idea what they're protesting about, but okay. Well, I mean, I don't think it's a protest. I think it's more of a raise concern type of thing. If I can cross the street. So yeah, people ask me all the time, you know, does it get lonely? And like, yeah, for sure, at times it does. Especially on travel days, for sure. Like, there's nothing worse than walking out of an airport, like no one's ever there to greet you. You're like, that kind of sucks. Especially when you see all the other families waiting for people and stuff like that. You just walk right through, you're like, oh, whatever. I wish my family was there. But at the same time, I have days like today where it's just the absolute best day. I'm spending it with myself on my own. But I got a camera here, so I can go and talk to an audience. Whoever wants to watch it. But you know, quite a few people have started to watch my videos. It feels amazing. But also you learn to just hang out with yourself. Like, you're gonna spend a lot of time on your own, on your life and in your life, and it's important and it's a good skill to use. I was talking with just some dude that I met, right, really nice guy. I met him at on like a viewpoint in Koh Tao. We're talking about solo traveling and that there's a confidence that comes with it. Something you just don't find all the time. Man, we're at a hospital. Someone just got wheeled in on a stretcher. What the? Oh, I hope he's okay. Jesus. There's a confidence that comes with traveling that you don't get from anywhere else. You're just so okay on your own that, like, you're full self. Yourself to the fullest. Kind of hard to explain, and it's one of those things where it's like you kind of need to travel to understand and learn. Man, this place is nuts. So I'm like right down in like the city center right now. When I was in the market, there's tons of people in like nurses out uniforms and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I thought we were near the university, but we're near the university and hospital, obviously. Yeah, this place is crazy. I don't even know what to explain. All right, so I just got off another ferry crossing the river again. I spent the last probably about 4, almost 5 hours at the, people call it the Death Museum. That's the way I heard online about it. But it was more of like a medicine museum. Talked about everything from tsunamis to surgery to obviously death as well. But it had cancer, different types of diseases, like literally everything across the board that came to health. And I actually thought it was fantastic. It was really well done. A little confusing at first because you start in one building, you have to work to another building, and then going from the first to second was kind of confusing, but after that it was very well walked along. Definitely long though. By the end of it I was kind of done with it. My battery's about to die here on the GoPro, but I'm now just walking back to my hostel, gonna go relax for a bit. My calves